Hello, I'm Ben Mankiewicz. Thanks for watching TCM. As the movie business grew from an embryonic experiment at the turn of the 20th century into a full-blown industry, Hollywood hit upon a realization. The actors up on the screen often had more interesting stories to tell than many of the films they were making. As genuine movie stars began to emerge, the public developed a fierce appetite for details about the men and women they were starting to idolize. Movie magazines and gossip columnists happily fed those cravings, serving up salacious tidbits about the private lives of movie stars. It was only a matter of time before the business turned the cameras around on itself, giving birth to the Hollywood biopic about Hollywood. First 3 Wednesday nights in May, we are programming lineups of these films. As you'll see, the movies frequently play fast and loose with the truth, spicing up or sometimes sanitizing the lives of these stars. Tonight, we kick things off with biopics focused on silent screen stars. We begin with the story of a groundbreaking actor whose influence on horror films looms large to this day, Lon Chaney. From Universal in 1957, Man of a Thousand Faces. James Cagney gives it his all as Lon Chaney, portraying the triumphs and the disappointments in the actor's life. Child of deaf parents, Chaney had to learn ways to communicate with his mother and father, a circumstance that unquestionably shaped his keen ability to communicate with audiences during the silent era. The film focuses heavily on Chaney's difficult relationships with his first wife, played here by Dorothy Malone, and his son Creighton. Creighton later took the name Lon Chaney Jr., becoming a successful actor in his own right. Jimmy Cagney, a one-of-a-kind star whose success in Hollywood had eclipsed Lon Chaney's, does not resemble the silent movie star, but since Chaney had been dead for nearly 30 years and old movies were not as ubiquitous as they are today, that gave Cagney a bit more freedom in his interpretation. However, the unforgettable creations Chaney achieved through makeup, including the Hunchback of Notre Dame and the Phantom of the Opera, had to at least look credible. With a then generous budget of just under $30,000, Universal makeup chief Bud Westmore does his best to approximate the secret techniques Lon Chaney took to his grave. Here's the film from director Joseph Pevney in 1957, also with Jane Greer and future Paramount production chief Robert Evans as MGM producer Irving Thalberg. This is Man of a Thousand Faces. When casting the real-life movie mogul Irving Thalberg in Man of a Thousand Faces, the producers agreed to let Thalberg's widow, actress Norma Shearer, have final say. Shearer spotted a young man at the Beverly Hills Hotel who she thought strongly resembled her late husband and insisted he be given the role. While that actor, Robert Evans, never made a strong impression on screen, his work behind the scenes was another matter. After remaking himself as a producer, by the late 1960s, Evans became head of production at Paramount. He spearheaded some of the most successful films of the new Hollywood era: Rosemary's Baby, Love Story, The Godfather, and Chinatown, just to scratch the surface. In 2002, Evans got his own film biography, a highly entertaining documentary with a great title, taken from his memoir, The Kid Stays in the Picture. Coming up, another silent star with a life cut tragically short gets the biopic treatment. From 1977, Valentino is next on TCM.
Next on TCM, Valentino. Then the perils of Pauline. And later, the Jolson story. We value AI on TCM tonight.